Hello, strong people. It is week 9, day 4 of official Strongman Games prep. We are officially 2 weeks out as of today. That is insane. So, today is pretty much our last full-on comp weight heavy day. Next week the weights are not light by any means, but they're not this week. So, there's not much on the table today as far as, a lot of things. It's more just a few heavy things. And that's going to be starting with, well, it's supposed to be sandbag toss, but I don't see how I'm going to be able to do that. If it was my own bags, that's one thing, but because I'm going down to 580 today, I'm not going to get their bags out in the rain and soak them all. It's not good gym etiquette. So I probably will not be doing bags. I don't see how it's been raining nonstop, so I don't see that stopping down here. I could always come back home and throw bags later. It's not ideal to throw them after everything, after the cool down, the car ride, all that fun stuff. I've done that before and it didn't go that well. I'm confident in my bag toss abilities. I'm not going to get much better, between now and then. Every time I did them this prep, which was like, 3-4 times, they felt the same as when they did, whenever I did the OSG regional qualifier. So I'm not overly worried about that. It's going to be a struggle either way to get like the last 2 bags, but I got to get to the finals first. I keep talking about finals events, but it's not even a guarantee. So, but the big thing I'm looking at today is the yoke. It's a 1,000-pound yoke. So that's what it is, 1,000 pounds. Now, based on how I've been feeling, I'd be lying to you if I said that I felt like it was going to move great. That doesn't mean it won't move great. I really don't know what to expect. Hopefully warm-ups go well. I don't really know what else to say about that, because this will be the first time I've touched 1,000 since my online qualifier, and that was just bad. It was like 1,012, and it was just slow, wobbly. But that was also with no prep leading into it. I had been doing yoke, but I'd been doing like 700-pound yokes for 12 weeks or so prior to that, and then no yokes leading into it for like a few weeks. So, obviously not the best, way to feel out 1,000 pounds, for the second time ever. I'm just hopping in and doing a willy-nilly. Is that even still a saying, willy-nilly? I used it, so, oh well. But now that I've prepped for 1,000 pounds, and it feels like I've done a good job of that, it feels like I am actually prepared to do it this time. Not that I wasn't prepared whenever we had it at the Pro-Am, but I definitely think this prep has gone better when it comes to yoke. Now, of course, this is a car yoke we have to do, so it's a little bit different. I like that I've been practicing what I would consider a lower pick height. I haven't actually changed the rack position on the yoke, the crossbar position, but I have gone high bar, just so the weight is more directly over the center of my body. I'm fully standing up. It seems to feel better for me, and that could just be because I do like all SSB work, safety squat bar, so it's always in a high bar position. If I didn't do that and I was squatting low bar all the time, maybe I'd have a different feeling towards where I want to put the yoke, but high bar the last 2 weeks has seemed to really help, so I'm going to stay with that. But going back to that, I haven't actually changed the crossbar height, I've just changed where the crossbar sits. Now, if you happen to have watched Mitchell Hooper trained with John Hack the other day, the video they put up. Hooper mentions, now I kind of knew some of the stuff about the car walk already, but it's nice to kind of confirm it with him. He stated that the car walk, the wheels are welded. So if one of those wheels touches the ground, it's not going to roll, it's going to stop. So basically, the weight is out in front, and then the weight's like 3 feet out in front of you and 3 feet behind you. So there's a lot more, back and forth on that if you're not steady. And if you're not steady, wheels are going to touch, you're going to stop, blah, 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 blah. So as much as going fast is important, obviously, because it's a speed event, stability and not getting all crazy is also pretty important. So in my mind, it would be smarter to have a lower pick height, so whenever you do pick it, the yoke is further off the ground, so if you do get some of those wobbles, it doesn't hit the ground and completely mess up your run. But at the same time, if you do happen to drop a couple times, you're also going to be wasting more energy picking it from a lower height. So don't drop it, basically. There's different ways to look at it. Like if it's super heavy and you don't think you're going to carry it that long, you're going to carry it in like 10-foot increments. A higher pick height would probably be better because you have to waste less energy on the pick, which makes sense to me. And after that, so yoke, who knows? We'll see. But after that, it's the sandbag sled medley. I'm pretty confident about that medley, honestly. Like, I haven't gone the fastest the last couple weeks. I could definitely go faster, so where I lose a lot of my time is in picking the sandbag. So I need to be faster about that. It's just, that's really all there is to it. I just need to be able to pick the bag faster. So I think today's full comp runs with a really heavy sled. And can I just say that I much prefer pushing to pulling. Oh my god, my quads light up like crazy whenever I do pulling. So I'm glad we're doing pushing. And then after that, stones, like a full comp run, which won't really be doable down here. Because they have like a 330 stone, a 380 stone. I don't even know if I'm going to do stones. I brought all my stuff to do it. But, crap, that reminds me. They have a microwave. Whenever I went down to Area 56 last weekend, I put my tacky down on the floor, and I had the heat running. Obviously, I have the heat running because it's cold, but it also helped to kind of thaw out my tacky because I've had it in my garage for a little bit. And whenever tacky gets cold like that, it's impossible to use. You got to heat it up, get it pliable, and then use it. So part of me wants to try to load the 380 stone here today because I've never even been able to pick it. It's a 22-inch, 380-pound stone. But I just picked and almost loaded a 465 22-inch stone. So nothing says I shouldn't be able to pick it up. But at the same time, that's not like what I need to do. I need to do a full run. And that just won't really be doable here. Not with the stones I have. They have a lot of stones, but towards the upper end, we don't really have that many. Which I understand. Like, they take up a ton of room. Not many people are going to lift them, so they're going to be collecting dust a lot of the time. And even it shows down here, they don't typically use tacky. I don't know if they've ever used tacky to show down here. So it's always been, stone to shoulder, stone load with no tacky, which is very tough. But that's about all I got for this morning. I think my buddy Slaz is coming down. That'd be nice. He can yell at me while I'm doing my lifts, and I'll yell at him while he's doing his. But that's what I'm going to call this first part of the video. So hopefully I get some training footage from today. We'll see. I definitely want to try my at least 2 videos. Definitely 1,000-pound, probably a warm-up or 2 before. And then probably the sandbag medley. So I will check in with you guys after all that.
Go for it. Go, 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 go. Come on, good run. Let's go. Nice and steady.
Move the feet. Keep
Nice
moving.
And steady.
Keep moving.
Nice and steady. Come on, finish it. Come on.
Let's go.
Come on, you gotta finish the run. Let's go. It's showtime, baby. You gotta go.
Come on.
Come on.
You gotta go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Come on, buddy. Come on. Get there. Get there. Come on. Get lower. Get low. There you go. Come on. Drive, 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 drive.
All right. I'm so tired. I am so tired. Today was a success for sure. Didn't do sandbag toss, didn't do stones. There was nothing left after sandbag medley. And I kind of want to end it. I kind of want to end my stone prep on last week's run. Just that's where I want to leave it. I'm confident with that. I think doing one more stone run today would have just further exhausted me, and I don't have much more room to go as far as exhaustion. I know I have a nice deload week coming up, and then like the full rest week with light movements the week after, but there was no way I was gonna. Stones just weren't happening. It's that point where I'm exhausted. But you're probably tired of hearing me complain about being exhausted, so I'll just tell you how the day went. Yoke was good. A lot better than previous. So I picked it easily. Before, every time I've touched 1,000 or even 900 plus, it felt heavy on the back. 1,000 did not feel overly heavy. However, a slight misstep, probably 10, 15 feet in, caused me to drop it. I don't even know. I got a little wobbly in the knees or the foot or something. Something happened where I dropped it. It wasn't like it was heavy, I dropped it because it was really heavy and crushing me. It was because of a misstep. Because I repick and go, second half was much better. 24, 25 seconds. I'm not mad about that. I know without that drop, it's under 20, which is still slow in my opinion, but not slow. Like at the Pro-Am, I did it like 40 something seconds. I picked it like 5-6 times, and that killed the rest of the show for me. That was the end of it. Today I was able to do my sandbag medley, just as I would have been if I was fresh probably. So moving on to that, I forgot that they don't have a 350 bag here, so I did a 300, 325 again, which was fine. And then a heavy sled, which is a heavier sled than probably what I've had weeks before, because I got like halfway through and my calves and quads just started lighting up, which is to be expected. So kind of the way I'm looking at it is, if it's going to be an event center floor, so it's going to slide better than if it was on turf. There's a lot more friction on turf. So I don't believe it'll be as heavy as we're making it in training, but I'd rather prepare very heavy than not heavy enough. That makes sense. I'd rather prepare heavier than necessary, I guess. But at the same time, there's a reason to train speed on that stuff too, but I think that's just a fairly natural event as far as speed goes. Run fast, short choppy steps, go. I need to speed up the picks on the bags and just trust that they're going to be there. Today was definitely probably the best they have been. I think I got just under 40 seconds, or right at 40, depending on how you stop the clock. I saw someone do a run of 26 seconds. More power to them, because that's impressive. I don't know how I could shave 13 seconds off of what I did there. If I dropped the sled weight, I could get there. Obviously, that's not an option. My picks could be better. I could save some time on the picks. But I'm not mad about a sub 40 second. I just need to be able to recreate it there with slightly heavier weights. And I think it's going to be the last event, of the qualifying round. So it's going to be after heavy log. It's going to be after heavy yoke. Going to be after heavy deadlifts. So we'll see. Hamstrings are probably going to be pretty toast after deadlifts. So the picks may be a little bit slower, or maybe they'll be fresh. Because the bags are obviously much lighter than what we're deadlifting. So it's kind of an ugly Camaro. I had like a brown convertible top on it. Ugh. But it's better than my Camaro, which is no Camaro. I don't have a Camaro, so by default theirs is better than mine. I don't know. I'm more confident about this event. It was a friendly competition today. I would have been beaten had my buddy Frawley had a better pick on the Husafell. He opted to do an actual Husafell rather than a sandbag. I just felt like a sandbag would have better carryover than a regular Husafell. But we were like neck and neck today. I might have got him by a second today, but his pick, he knows too, his pick was not that great on the Husafell. It was a little bit low. I don't remember the pick on his bag, but either way, it was very close today. But I think he does what he's capable of. I think he edges me out there by a few seconds. I know we can both shave some time off of that. Maybe get down to 35. That'd be great. I think that's a respectable time. I could be very wrong about that. Based on that guy who got 26 seconds, that's much faster than I thought people were going to go. I could have seen a sub 30, but I was not expecting the whole 4 seconds below 30. So it doesn't really matter to me what the other guys do. It just matters to me that I'm as fast as I can be. Obviously, I can't control what they do. So kind of the name of the game here. If you do your best and it's enough, then it's enough. If you do your best and it wasn't enough, then you're not strong enough. So, or your technique isn't as good, or whatever it might be. But generally speaking, everybody's probably going to, they're going to do their best, or at least pretty close to it. So we just got to hope that ours is enough to make the final. I heard rumors it might be top 12 make final this year, because the wrecking ball hold they made, there's 4 spots on it. So it would make sense to do 3 rounds of 4 for 12 people, rather than like 2 sets of 4 and then a set of 2 for the usual 10 people they make it. That they take to the final. So I don't know. I feel like we would know. Not that it would really change anything. Obviously, whether it's top 5, top 20, you're still going to be trying 100%. So it's not really relevant, but whatever. That's where I'm going to end the video, though. Oh, and shortly after that sandbag medley, I did throw up. So that's how that went. I seriously need to reconsider putting hot sauce on my meal preps the way I do, because I think I'm starting to get some acid reflux and stuff, messing with my throat at night. Like today, that me throwing up was not nice. I definitely need to rethink that. Maybe get some just better rice that's easier to eat. Or I do the thing where it's add chicken broth or bone broth to make it a little bit more liquidy, edible. I got to revisit something, because I don't think this hot sauce every single day is good for my gut biome, or whatever fancy terminology you want to use. So I'll leave you with that. Something I need to reconsider. So, until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one.